Welcome to the Snake and a Lion podcast. This week we are just talking because why not?
Yeah, just chit-chatting
Literally.
about, I don't know about what, because we just like, let's just go there and talk. Let's just talk about something. Okay. So, do you have anything that you want to say? Would you like to say? Or something that you want to talk about?
Yeah. How was your week?
My week. It's basically the same, but to be honest, like the last few days were a bit shitty. And yeah, maybe it's because I'm old. I turned 24 last week. And
You're really feeling that age.
It's sad. No, but yeah, but like the past 2 days they've been awful.
Why?
It's just like being at home sucks. I'm tired of online lectures.
Yeah,
I'm tired of being at home because like you have been in Portugal the whole time. So you had like the big lockdown, the first one, and now you guys are back into a lockdown too.
Yeah.
But like I've been in a big lockdown. I came back. I've been in the second lockdown for a month, and now I'm in a lockdown since the 26th of December. So
I mean, for me, it's like I've been in a lockdown since March because I just don't leave my house. So for me, it's
yeah.
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, because like I mean, you can stay at home because you're like at your parents' house and blah blah. Like I need to leave to work. Not now during lockdown because the hotel is closed, but like when we open, I do need to go to work. And yeah, it's just like mentally exhausting, like going through the transition, especially while you are doing like uni stuff. You need like to do your routine again because you need to do, okay, I have lectures here, I can work there, then I need to study during like this time of the day, and then all of a sudden like you go through a lockdown again and you're just like, I need to redo everything.
Yeah, it's like changing routine like constantly that fucks you up, right?
Yeah,
you need a routine in your life.
I mean at this point I do have a routine because I've been like for almost 2 months in a lockdown.
Is it been almost 2 months?
Well, a month and a half more or less. So it was like in the end of December. It was literally after Christmas we went to a lockdown.
Well, then it's been almost 2 months. Wow, it passes so quickly. I didn't even notice.
Yeah,
it's been very quick.
So yeah, but the past few days, I don't know. It's just like we all have bad days, especially being at home all the time, and like it's just like having headaches and like not being able to focus, especially in doing uni stuff. But yeah,
what about you? So many. Sorry, I was saying I've been having so many headaches as well. I feel like every day I have a headache, but I'm so used to them. I just try to ignore them. But yesterday I had a really bad one. I had to stop what I was doing, which was kind of funny in a way because we both were having like a very bad headache yesterday, and we were just like, well, let's just watch Hilda, not do anything else.
That works.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny because I was while I was having a snack now, I was like on Twitter and I saw a lot of people that I know that it's like they're in UK as well. They're just like retweeting stuff similar to, oh, I don't know about you guys, but the third lockdown is the worst one so far.
Yeah, I've been feeling that as well,
It's just like this shit is never going to end.
I think that's because on the first lockdown, we already expected to be like bad all year, and that the new year we're gonna be like fine. But now it's the new year and we're not fine, and we don't really know when we're gonna be fine, So I think it's that like uncertainty because at least like the previous year we thought like this year is gonna be fine, but it isn't. So who knows?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know about Portugal, but like here in the UK, I think they were just like being dumbasses because we closed for a month, the second lockdown, and because they want to make money. Like I do understand, like the economy needs to be stable in order, like for them to be able to put like everyone at home for like months, especially. It's just in general. Like I do understand, but they open because people were like, oh, I'm not going to have Christmas. And like thinking about it, I'll be like, I'd rather not have a Christmas for a year. And probably like by now we'll be like reopening stuff again. Then like have a month that everyone went crazy buying stuff and going to shops while like we, at this time, like thinking it's like 2021, like at the time was 2020.
Yeah.
We have like websites and everything, like they could buy the Christmas presents
Yeah.
online.
Support small businesses and everything
Yeah,
online.
yeah, and like we went through a fucking lockdown to reopen again for Christmas, for now being in a lockdown again, and this time is even worse because we don't know when we are going to reopen now.
Yeah. I mean, in Portugal was like similar. Everyone, I feel like here, I don't know, like maybe in the UK, it's all age groups that are stupid. In Portugal as well, but mostly like the younger people are very stupid here. Like we had the schools open and we were having like, I don't know, something ridiculous for Portugal, like 14,000 cases a day,
Mm-hmm.
which is so much for Portugal. We are a tiny, tiny country. And then they closed schools and reduced from 14,000 to 3,000 cases a day. Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
Such a big difference because like the younger people here just don't give a shit. They just go out with friends and then they go home and like transmit the diseases to the parents and the parents go to work and it's an endless cycle.
Yeah.
And yeah, we even had to like send people from our hospitals here to Madeira because we didn't have space.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, it's just like I'm just hoping this ends soon for the sake of our mental health.
Yeah, honestly, they're gonna have to like implement a strong mental health system into the countries after this because people
Yeah.
are gonna need that.
Yeah. I mean, I think especially in Portugal, people do need to wake up about mental health. Not like in England as well, even though they do think take more into account like mental health here. Like at uni, like it's everywhere. Like you go to the toilet,
Yeah,
like there's support lines everywhere. And like even our tutors, like they're amazing. They talk about it and like they say like we know you guys um
are going through a rough
yeah,
patch.
like everyone else, like they might be going through that as well.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So yeah, uh in Portugal it's not the same,
No, definitely
unfortunately.
not. I feel like people don't really believe in mental health here in Portugal because like even my neighbor, I have like a few neighbors that don't really believe like their kids have been through some like mental health illnesses and they just don't care. It's like, oh, just get over it.
Yeah,
Which
yeah. I remember like and this was like a few years ago because I'm old. When I was like 19, that was like 5 years ago. So see, that was a few years ago.
half a decade ago.
um, I was at work. I was on working, like it was my first job as a cashier at Jumbo,
Yeah,
and
always a bad place to work.
yeah, and I remember like my supervisor. I was having a panic attack, and my supervisor was like, "I don't get like someone like so young is having like these kind of problems," and I was like, "The fuck, bitch." Like just because I'm young, I'm not allowed to like have anxiety or panic attacks because I have no worries in my life because I'm
Yeah,
like 19 or 18 years old. Like younger people go through the same like age. it doesn't define like if you have mental
Problems.
help. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like help.
Yeah, that's what I was laughing. Um, but yeah, I totally agree. I talked with my mom the other day, and because my mom used to be of that like same mindset, like why do young people all young people have depression nowadays, you know? And I was like, well, we have a lot more pressure nowadays as young people than you had when you were like 15. It doesn't compare. Like I have a book. I should go find it downstairs because I don't remember the statistics, but it was something like the teenagers of nowadays have as much stress as people in like had that were put like into mental institutions back in like 19 something. 19.
Wow.
I don't know like the date. That's what I was
Yeah,
saying. I
back
should
in the
go get the book.
19s, 19s,
Yeah, maybe, for example,
90s,
Yeah, maybe.
90s.
Probably. So, like,
uh,
because I was saying, my mom, like, it's not just the pressure with having good grades, which we have a much bigger pressure to have good grades, is a pressure that even if we have good grades, what, like, how do we know if we're going to have a job when we get out of school? Because we're most certainly won't have one, or we're gonna have to like immigrate for another country to have one,
yeah,
you know. So it's a lot
especially
of pressure.
especially Portugal, like the lack of
Yeah,
new opportunities, especially for young people. Oh my god.
yeah. It's so funny because we have one of the best medicine programs here in Portugal for university, and yet none of our doctors here in Portugal are actually Portuguese, because all of them have to immigrate to other countries because they
Mhm.
aren't paid enough here, which is ridiculous. But it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah. But that's the thing. Like, if you think when our parents were like about our age, the economy in Portugal, like, I, I think it was like the lifestyle in Portugal was much better. Like, there's a lot of people in Portugal now saying, "Oh, it's a shame someone that just turned like, for example, 24, it's living with like their parents. Like that's not acceptable. Like how the fuck
Yeah,
am I supposed to move out of my parents' house?" Which is not the case. Like I'm living in another country, but maybe that's why I'm not living with my mom. You know.
yeah,
Um, and like how the fuck am I supposed to like move out by myself if I want to live alone? Um, with like the fucking minimum wage that we have in Portugal.
yeah.
No?
Doesn't isn't enough for anything.
Yeah, especially like the houses are so expensive, like the rents and stuff.
Yeah,
Like how unless that you are a couple and still you guys can struggle, you know?
yeah, for sure. And add to that the fact that we have social media in our generation, and that also doesn't help to your mental health.
Yeah.
Because social media might be great, and we do study it. So it's not like I can say we hate social media because we love it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be on this course. But but we do know it is very bad for your mental health, especially for younger people that are more like impressionable.
I mean, yeah, especially like people that tend to look into a lot of influencers, like maybe like 70% of the stuff that you see, they are not real. Like, for example,
Yeah.
I remember Claudia, Phineas' girlfriend,
Yeah.
talking about like her YouTube videos, for example, and she does a lot of videos that's like lifestyle and stuff. And she even said, like, my life is not like as amazing as you guys see. Like, to make a video, it takes her like a week with like recording every day, like little stuff that she does to make like an interesting video because like she doesn't do all that shit in a day, every day, you know?
Obviously. Yeah.
So, yeah, but I don't know, like, maybe because we do study this area, like online stuff, the fuck, social media.
Digital media.
No, but I'm saying like our studies are based in like social media, like digital media in general, like
Yeah. Yeah.
we need to know like to kind of filter what is real or not real. you
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
um
No, I think the trick is that, for example, Instagram, people are showing what you are seeing from other people is their highlight reels. So
mhm,
you should never compare your life to other people's highlight reels because it wouldn't be realistic, you
yeah,
know?
yeah, exactly. Like my pictures, like for example, not an example because I don't follow much people, especially like my private account. I made my private account because of that. Because I didn't want many followers. Like the projects one, I do have more people there.
Yeah.
But uh in my private things, like I don't like to take pictures of myself that often. And usually when I take pictures, it's like when I go out, like not during COVID, but like before COVID, when I used to go out, so it's like I was more dressed up and stuff, is when I usually take pictures.
Yeah.
Um so like people might think, oh, like she looks like that all the time. No, I'm not even that girly. Like
True.
you know me, I go to uni like with like trousers and I don't know, a hoodie all the
Yeah.
time.
Trousers. You don't go with trousers, you go with like sports pants.
Sometimes, no, I use jeans as well, okay.
Oh yeah, but I was thinking trousers as like those classic cut trousers, you know,
Oh no,
those
no.
ones that look very like dark academia
No,
type
no,
of
but
thing.
I'm saying like, yeah, sometimes I, for example, when I have trainings, I do wear joggers because it's more comfortable
That's
and
the word, joggers. I couldn't remember that word. Yep. English.
um but yeah, like, and this, for example, this is an example, like the same as like a lot of friends or like people that I know back from Portugal. Like I see their Instagrams and I'm just like, mate, like, this is like just for Instagram, literally, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
And
exactly.
like, to be honest, it's like that with everyone. So it's really bad just because it's an influencer. You take like, oh, look, she looks really skinny and blah, blah,
She's
blah.
so
Like,
perfect. Her
it,
life is so perfect. She never has a
exactly.
bad day. No.
I'll never have the body that she has, and I want the same and stuff like. And I'm just like, no. First of all, like body types are different. Second of all, like she's an influencer, and like just because you're an influencer doesn't mean that you're going to have like a really good body. But usually what you see, like they work out a lot during the day, and they have
Yeah.
like they're really careful with their what they eat and stuff like that, and they have money as well, so they can pay like, you know, nutritionists and personal trainers and stuff. So that's all stuff that you need to take into account whenever you look at someone that is an influencer.
You know, you were talking about body types and influencers, and I was thinking that maybe the reason this is, I don't know, maybe a dark subject, maybe the reason they the like the normal influencers, quote unquote, we see are skinny, quote unquote, is because for brands to give them deals, you see like this stereotype. You know, the brands have stereotypes. Basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And maybe the brand stereotype, which it's the majority, like what you used to see on magazines and that type of thing, is skinny girls. So if they aren't skinny, they don't sell. So
Mhm.
they basically need to be skinny, quote unquote, to have a job.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I do understand what you're saying. It's a shame that nowadays people take really into account like society's definition of beauty, which
Yeah.
is like everyone is beautiful as like they are, like doesn't matter your body type, doesn't matter like the color of your skin, like you just like, for me beauty is more like into like if you are a good person, you know, from the inside more than from the outside.
Yeah. It's like everyone, not everyone, no one is ugly. We just live in a judgmental society.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
um yeah, no,
We were like,
I
oh, we're just going to go there, you know, talk some shit. And then we're
some
here
shit.
talking deep stuff.
Yeah. um Oh, you know what I really miss from like life before COVID?
Life. What, living? Going
Life.
outside? Staring at the sun?
It's more like there's two things I really miss. It's being able to travel without, when I say travel, it's like going back to Portugal, for example, without being
Yeah.
worried about the virus, and football trainings.
Yeah. You haven't had a football training in so long.
Yeah, I mean, we had during the beginning of the first trimester, it was like really not chilly with like the football trainings were nice, but we couldn't have futsal trainings. It's five-a-side. Um,
Mm.
and we couldn't have any matches, so it was just the trainings. It was good. Like I would give everything to just have trainings every Monday. I'll be happy, but
Yeah.
we can't. So
But it's you'd always have like that nagging on your head being like, we could get like the disease by going to training. What if we
yeah.
get if what if we all get COVID, you know?
I mean, yeah, of course. Like it was the
Yeah.
same when we were training. Like everyone was coming from like a different place, and like
Yeah.
we didn't wear masks at the time. Like not
Yeah.
in trainings. Like you don't play football with a mask.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess now like football trainers probably do. I mean, they do have. Do they? Blah, blah, blah. They do get tested regularly, so
Yeah,
I'm guessing they probably don't need to. But if you're from a smaller
yeah,
club and you don't have like money to be tested like every week or every day or whenever they are tested, I don't
yeah,
know. You must probably train with masks. I know they in ballet classes and dance classes they like to do the classes with masks.
yeah. But that's because like it's the thing. That's why we didn't have any futsal trainings, because football was outside.
Yeah,
It's an open space, and futsal was inside. It's like inside football.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
We couldn't have. And when they allowed for like we had like 2 weeks of trainings before the second lockdown, uh it was just 6 maximum.
mm. Yeah. Makes sense for the space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's why like I'm just pissed off that we're supposed to having like the university experience. Like when we say like we, everyone, you're supposed to have
yeah,
like the university experience, and like it's just going down really quick. And like if you see, this was like mid of our first year, and we're in the last trimester of the second one, and probably our first trimester of the third year is going to be the same.
yeah. Most definitely. If it isn't going to be the whole year, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I'm
If
going to
we
do
keep going,
another degree after this one, so I can.
experience university life.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about doing a master's after this?
I really want to, but because of
Mm.
Brexit, you need to be British to like be able to have student finance
Oh
to do
shit!
a
I
master.
forgot about that.
So I can either go back to Portugal and do masters there. It's more cheap than here, or maybe go to another country, or maybe wait one more year, like do a gap year between masters and um
Undergraduate.
yeah, um to apply for the British citizenship. That I would want to do it at some point, and then do the masters.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna if I'm gonna do masters, but I'd like to do a master as well. I just don't know in what. You know.
I think I'll do like myself, maybe something related to video or photography.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
'Cause
I
I,
don't know if I'd do something related to animation, maybe, if we can. But maybe not, because I'm not that good at drawing. I don't know if we could just go to animation from digital media. Probably not.
I think you can.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be like way too much for me, you know? But I don't know. Our university has a really good mental health masters, but I think you need to go from science to enter into that. So, but that would be very interesting as well for
Yeah.
me. But alas, we are in arts, so we cannot do that.
I mean, I don't know. Like, now let me check the
Yeah.
ARU masters.
Ooh, are you're disclosing your university? Amazing.
Oh, fuck me.
You can just bleep it out. I'll cut this out.
I'm just going to put
Oh,
part.
someone ring my bell. I'll be back in a minute.
Yes.
Maybe.
Oh, Danny, there's something they probably would like. Creative writing and publishing.
Oh yeah, that sounds right up my street. But can we go to that for blah blah blah?
I mean,
I'm tired.
I wrote digital media postgraduate.
Oh.
So you can do that for sure. And the one that I liked as well, it's here, film and television production.
Television.
I was about to say it in Portuguese, so I kind of like mixed both,
Yeah.
like every day. Telly, film and telly productions.
Telly is such a like it sounds like such a childish word. And then you hear like the queen saying telly and you're like, okay, that totally sounds normal.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I would like to do a master's at some point.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it would be at
Able to.
ARU or as soon as I finish my graduation, because Brexit and like everything here is really expensive. Especially now, we are considered international students, so we pay more.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. You went from what did we pay? 9,000 per year.
9,000 per year. No, 9,250 per year to, I think the minimum is
12?
like 12,000. The minimum,
Yeah.
because it depends of the masters that you're doing.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive. Could almost buy a car. Could almost.
You can buy a
probably
car.
could.
You can actually buy a car.
Yeah.
So for me, for example, international students, 14,500. The one that I just told you, the film and television.
Yeah.
While if I was the UK student, as like we are considered, will be 9,200.
It's still so much money, even if you're from the UK.
Yeah. I think like if you grab this money, you exchange the money to euros and you go back to Portugal, you can pay the full degree again with that money. I think
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
because it's not that expensive. Like considering.
I think in Portugal, isn't it like 1,000 per year?
Something like minimum, but I don't think it goes up like that much.
Yeah.
Can we check that? Wow.
Guys, this is the episode where we compare university prices. I'm sure you are so glad you listened in onto this episode.
I'm checking the one from my city, Walk. Universidade do Algarve, ok? Ok. Cursos. Oh, shit. So, mestrado, so masters. And then for us would be maybe arts.
Yeah.
And then we have such a boring thing. Design, comunicação para turismo e cultura.
Ugh. Yeah, that is boring.
And blah, 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 parceria.
I mean, nothing wrong with making that course if you're studying that. It's boring for us personally.
Yeah. So, candidatos nacionais, 1.100 euros. So that would be Not
A
even
thousand
a
and a
thousand.
hundred.
Not even £1,000
Yeah, per year.
per year. So we'll spend less than half in the whole course than we spend in a year here.
Yeah, yeah. It's a very big difference.
Can we cry now?
I mean, haven't you already?
Yeah, especially with this, online lectures where I couldn't access my Canvas for like 3 weeks, and I'm paying £9,000 and they don't reply to my emails. Yes.
You really hate online lectures. I'm fine with them. I like them. I like this university experience. It's not like I had much of a life, even when we were out of a pandemic. So,
I mean, I don't mind being out of work. Like, if I could be doing my uni life without working, but still manage to pay stuff, I'll be very happy. But I hate being at home, like locked down for like, I don't know how many days now, and um, having lectures online all the time. Especially
yeah.
because like it's not the same. Like we're paying the same price, and it's not the same thing as
Yeah.
being in the base room, as you know. I love the days that when we go to the base room. Come on.
Yeah, those days were good. When Paula went like to us as well.
Yeah. That was Fridays before the futsal training. I missed that.
But see, I still like online lectures anyways. Because even after the pandemic, what did I do? Like I went to university, I came out home, and that was it.
I mean, you had like Paula and I to go there and like annoy you all the time.
Well, yeah, that's the only thing I miss. I miss cooking for you guys. But it's because like I don't cook here. So I'm like, I need to cook for someone. I must. But I can't cook.
Family.
That's a problem. I can't cook in my kitchen here. Like
Why?
I'm not used to it. I'm so not used to it. I'm like, I don't know where anything is. Like my mom, I ask her to bring like ingredients so I can make food. And then she hides it for like 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay, did you bring this home or not? Because I don't know. Like who knows? So I can't. I bake cakes though. So
Yeah.
that's
I
better
see.
than
I know. I know. I see the pictures.
Oh, I
Um,
did. I learned how to do chocolate souffle at the beginning of the lockdown. It's so good. You need to do it. It's so easy as well, but it's so good. It's like a warm hug. It's amazing. It's
a
perfect.
warm hug.
Yeah, I'll send you the recipe. It's very easy.
I mean, I live with a chef. If I don't do it, he'll do it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You.
Oh, the highlight of living with a chef is there's a lot, two of them. One, he cooks for you too sometimes, and two, when he likes your food, because I mean he's a fine dining chef,
Mm-hmm.
and he likes my food, so I'm happy. So yeah, I was going to say something, and I
And then
forgot when I
forgot about it.
start. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. So, what is your visions for your like in terms of like work wise for the future?
I love that you're asking me this when we've had a conversation about this, and I told you my goal in life is to live in a small house with loads of books and a little thingy to clean books.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
my life goal. So yeah, to answer your question, my life goal is to be an old lady.
work wise, guys.
I don't know.
I know you told me.
Honestly,
No, you told me that your dream job is to have your own cafe with books that people can borrow or buy, whatever you said.
oh, yes. Honestly, I can take that out of my head. And I would call it Serendipity Books. Isn't that such a pretty name? Serendipity is when you find something amazing without looking for it. That's what
Okay.
that means. So I wanted to have a small library, not library, a small bookshop with a cafe in it. And I'd play lo-fi songs all day long so students can go there and study.
Yeah.
Goals.
That
Yes.
needs to be like next to a university.
Yeah. Or school.
I mean, more university. Like, at least in Portugal, like I used to go to the coffee to like between the lectures, like when I was in high school. But like
Yeah.
it's more likely for me to go to a coffee shop to study when I'm at uni.
I mean, but it would be like a small bookshop with a coffee shop inside it. So it would be technically a coffee shop as well.
Yeah.
You just have like books all around you, so it's like very nice and pretty and aesthetic. Got that dark academia look,
Yeah.
got those vibes going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what is your your life goal?
My
Your
life goal is to
career
go
wise?
back to a warm country because I hate cold. No, not, I was joking. Well, kind of, but now talking
Not
like about,
really.
not really. Yeah. Now talking about like the life goals. Maybe be able to work as a freelancer, like, and pay all the bills. Like, I don't care if like I'm going to make a lot of money or like just be able to make enough money like to live. I don't care. Like any of those, I'll be fine. But I'd love to live as a freelancer because I want to travel.
Yeah, that would be good as well. I Yeah, honestly, that's the goal. Because if you have your own, sorry, yeah, what are you trying to say? You
In
look like you are doing a 90s dance.
and we could, it could be like related to the music industry, like either taking pictures of artists or editing like videos, being like for social media or like music videos or something like that, but within yeah within the fuck within.
Yes.
Okay, so
Within.
within the music industry.
Yeah, you did it. You spoke the word. Yeah, I think I'd like to move to South Korea like for a year maybe in the future, like in a distant future. Like when I know the language, so it's going to
Yeah.
take me like 5 more years at least.
And when we're not in the pandemic.
Oh yeah, that too. So that's gonna be like what, more a decade more, maybe.
I'll say like 5 minimum, 5
Yeah,
years.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll not for me, not, you said South Korea.
Yeah.
I would love to go 1 year to Canada.
Oh, that's nice. I actually know people in Canada.
I had a friend that she went to study abroad for a year during university.
Yeah, I have a friend that I used to play a lot when we were younger. Like we used to play, but then she moved to Canada. So
Ooh.
she probably doesn't even remember me, but
Mhm. Shout
I
out to that
still
friend
remember you. Shout out to Jessica.
in Canada
Yeah.
somewhere. um, yeah, I think like, yeah, I would love to live for a year at least in Canada. I just say a year because I don't like cold, but I would love to live in Canada for a year.
Oh yeah, Canada is very, very cold. That's not a good choice for you or wanting to live in a warm country.
I
You
mean,
know.
if I could, I would live like in Bahamas or something like that. I can't.
I mean, as long as they have Wi-Fi, you probably can. You only need like Wi-Fi to do your job.
And
We,
money to pay the things.
yeah, but if you have Wi-Fi, you can do your job. Therefore, you're paid. Do you see
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
talk? My I can't speak English today for some reason. My mind is all like tangled up.
Like again, guys, we always insist in recording episodes Fridays, and we have like lectures and group studies all day. Yeah, there's any other country that would like to live, or like not live for a year, but like visit for like more than like 2 weeks. like imagine stay a month there to like know a bit of the culture.
I think Japan would be very cool as well. Like I always see this pretty imagery from like Osaka. I don't know how to say Osaka. Oh, Osaka. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that in English, but in Portuguese, I think it's Osaka. Uma coisa assim. Something like that. I mean, oh my God. I just said the quote in Portuguese and my brain didn't catch up that I said it in Portuguese. Anyways, yes, Japan. Or I'd like to go to Australia as well. Funny story, if like in my alternative universe, I actually live in Australia because my mic almost fell on top of me. When I was like 6, my dad received a job offer to go work in Australia, and we were very, very close to move to Australia, but we didn't because my mom didn't want to like leave everything behind. But it's quite funny.
Mom, come
In
on.
Australia.
I mean, you'd be living with huge spiders, and I think
Yeah.
you live in Portugal.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason why I like I'm not too sad about it, because I would be like passing out of terror every day. Like no, thank you. My anxiety cannot handle.
That's the thing. I would love to go there, but I think I'm not able to go there because I'm scared to death of these kind of animals. There, it's not just like a spider; it's like an extra large spider.
And they're deadly as well.
Yeah,
Not
like
just spiders, they have like scorpions, snakes, and
alligators.
all the type of weird animals that didn't fit anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like in Portugal we don't have much deadly animals. Like if we do, it's like very barely and rare. Rarely. Barely rare to like see like the animal. Like we have snakes and you barely see a snake.
You have deadly animals in zoos. Does that count?
No, it doesn't, Daniela.
Oh my God, I have such a bad experience. I just remembered. I just had a flashback to when I was like 8 or something, and I went with my mom to like a close town near where I live, and they used to have like the cutest animal shop, like the cutest pet shop. And I always used to want to go there when we went to that little town. And I remember one day we went inside that shop, and I just see like the owner of the shop coming like from the other corner of the shop with like a tarantula on his hand. And I was like, nope. Went out, almost cried because that man just chilling with a tarantula on his hand. And I was like, what the fuck? Why do you sell this? No. Thank you, but no thank you.
I mean, Daniela, you before COVID, you called me crying your eyes out, like literally like boiling your eyes out because you had a spider in your room. And like when you called me crying, I was like, someone tried to hurt her or something. I'm running to your house. And then this bitch called me saying that there's a spider in her room while she knows I'm scared of spiders.
I didn't know.
My housemate at the time to go.
I didn't know. I didn't know you were scared of spiders. I thought you weren't. I thought only Paulo was scared of spiders as well. But no, turns out you are the fucking Gryffindor and you're scared of spiders. Hello, you're supposed to be the courageous one of us three.
I am, but not when it comes to spiders or any animals similar to that. Or snakes, reptiles, forget it. No thanks. I like cats and dogs, and that's it. No, I like more animals, but I'm saying like, no. Anyways, she called me and I had to ask my housemate to go to her house to take the spider out. It was like a really small spider, by the way.
It wasn't that small, excuse me.
It was smaller than my nail. Like
no.
Look at your nail, guys.
It wasn't. No. It wasn't smaller than your nail. I have a photo of the spider, and it wasn't smaller than your nail. You're making this shit up. It
No,
was big.
it was smaller.
No, it wasn't. It was not. I have
Okay, tops was the same size as your nails, guy. It wasn't a big spider.
No, I have receipts. I
Compared
have
to
receipts. I
Daniela's,
have
maybe it was a big
photos.
spider.
I have photos. I have receipts. So you're lying. You're lying.
No, I'm not
It
lying.
doesn't matter.
Daniela, comparing to you, it was a big spider.
Doesn't matter.
You're
the
a tiny
size of the
person,
spider.
tiny human.
It doesn't matter when you have arachnophobia, because I really do have a phobia. I will pass out.
No, I won't pass out, but I'm
See,
scared.
then you should have killed it. But no, your housemate, she just took it and put it in another house. You know,
Yeah,
she
like
come back.
go bother the neighbor.
Oh my god,
And she grabbed the thing with her hands.
disgusting.
Oh no, it wasn't with her hands. That was my first landlord. Um, she grabbed like a paper and a cup, and she took the spider out. I don't like spiders, but I don't like to kill them. So
Kill it, burn it. Whenever I find a spider in like my house in England, I go get those sprays to clean stuff. I get those and I spray them from a distance until they die from intoxication, and that's when I'm happy. Then I don't vacuum them, because I'm like, I don't want to get near you, so I'm gonna wait for you to like decompose.
Oh my god! So you basically you share your room with a dead spider.
Yeah, but I prefer not to think about it.
Talking about animals, I don't know if I told you, but me and my housemate Chris, the one that is a chef, we like animals, and we can have animals in this house, and we really wanted a cat or a dog. So we noticed that in our garden we had like a cat when we moved in. So Chris went to grab like some fish and give it to the cat. And like we tried to like approach the animal, but he ran away. So what we did, we went to Tesco, we bought like cat food, and now we feed the cats in the neighborhood. So we kind of have your cats, but they are not ours. We just steal from the neighbors.
You just steal from the neighbors.
Yes, so we are stealing the cats from the neighborhood. It's just to give food to them, and then they can go.
That would wow. Imagine the cats just getting fatter and fatter for like, because you feed them, the owners feed them, and then the owners go to the vet and they're like, I don't understand why the cat is getting fatter. Like I don't even give them that much food. What should I do? And they put the cat on another diet, and the poor thing, it just keeps getting fatter because you keep feeding him. One day it'll just explode.
Yeah, no, but I don't see them every day, so I don't know if it's like their house cats and they are not out all the time. But like the other day we had like 3 cats.
Amazing.
I was happy. And Chris as well. Should do a game night. I know like a really nice online games that we can play similar to Cards Against Humanity.
Oh.
Yeah, so we could play the 3 of us and like just do a Zoom call.
Yeah, we should also like try and gather enough people to do an Among Us game.
I don't know how to play.
I haven't played it yet, but it looks so fun, and I just want you just try and discover who's the liar of the group.
Okay.
Who's lying? It's like you're in a I don't know if it's a spaceship, but you're like in a place, and you have crewmates and you have an imposter. If you're a crewmate, your goal is to do tasks before the imposter kills you. If you're an imposter, you need to obviously kill people, the crewmates, without being fined, like without people finding out that you're the imposter. So you need to like fake that you're doing tasks and stuff like that, so people don't suspect of you.
Oh, okay.
And then you have like meetings, like every once in a while you have a meeting, so you can vote out a crewmate or like that you thought like all together you thought it was the imposter, so you can vote that person out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's a game where you, if you're the imposter, you really need to like know how to lie, basically.
Okay.
It's very fun. I've seen a lot of videos about it. Seems
I mean,
very fun.
I think we can fight some people. Like Garcia plays. Six knows how to play. You, me, Paula. I don't know how many we need.
It's up to 10, but it's funner if you like. You could do with 3 people, I think, but it wouldn't be fun because
Yeah.
the game
Like,
would end.
we have 5. Like, imagine you can ask another friend. Like,
Yeah, I have a
Vanessa.
friend.
Shout out Vanessa.
Shout out to Vanessa. But I have a friend who also really wants to play, so we could add her as well.
Yeah.
Talking about Vanessa, we're gonna have a very my vocabulary today is not good, so I'm gonna say very nice again. We're gonna have a very
Does outstanding counts?
I think that's too fancy for this episode. We're gonna have a very nice episode in the future. Hopefully, it will be like in 2 weeks' time with a special guest or my friend Vanessa, and we're gonna talk about Dead Poet Society, which is gonna be
Because I have never watched the movie.
Yeah.
My eyes hurt at this point.
My life hurts.
And then
we've been sorry, say what were you saying? Oh, our episode is out. Oh my god, it's 6.
Woohoo!
Our episode is out. Oh, if you haven't joined our Discord, do it if you want to. It's not mandatory, but if you want to. I just received a notification from Discord saying that our episode is out.
Mm-hmm.
So that is amazing. I forgot to say that the audio, like on the description, I forgot to say that the audio from this episode is very, very shit. So guys, if it's the future and you're listening to this episode right now, just know that I've told you now that the sound from last episode was very shit. We had a technical difficulty. We normally record these episodes with Zoom, like the recording system on Zoom, and it works perfectly. But for some reason, I decided to record the previous episode with OBS, and it was very bad because you only cached your sound, so your sound was very, very loud, and my sound you could barely hear. So I had to tweak all of all the times you spoke. I had to put your sound lower and then put my sound higher when I spoke. It was a pain. Anyways, and we were too lazy to record it, so we also didn't have time to, even if we wanted to.
Yeah. And
we've been feeling yes, you were going to say
something, but I forgot.
Story.
No, it's not that we were lazy, we were just really busy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say?
No, let's just finish it. We've been recording this for 1 hour and 5 minutes.
Oh my god, we have problemos. I thought you were going to control the time. I was just making up questions because I thought wait,
I was trying
Daniela before this episode, she's like, I'm just going to put my phone counting because we need to stop making long episodes. So I was thinking she's like, okay, she's going to count 45 minutes at least, from 45 to 50 minutes episode. So I was making up these questions because I thought there was less than that. And now we have an hour something episode again.
I've been trying to tell you for 15 minutes that we've been recording for enough, but you just kept speaking over me and I didn't want to interrupt you. So I just let you talk.
Liar, pants on fire.
No, I'm speaking the truth. The last time I looked and I was trying to tell you, it was 48 minutes. Don't make excuses for the shit you do.
No, you could be like, stop talking because we have enough time, and you didn't.
I'm not that rude. Well, excuse me, you were speaking.
You are rude.
Well, I'm a Slytherin.
Don't hide that from the listeners.
You gotta give me a discount. It's in my blood. Because I'm not only a Slytherin, my horoscope is Leo. Like, what did you expect?
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, you're going to hear from us in 2 weeks' time.
You can follow us on our Twitter and Instagram. They are both at a snake and a lion pod. And yeah, we have already talked about Discord and Patreon. So, go leave your star review on Apple Podcasts if you listen on there. And goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Where's my... Oh, okay.
I was trying to stop the recording, but you're the one recording it.